So if you're facing the misrepresentation error in your Google Merchant Center, this explanation video is gonna be really valuable for you. Here I'm going to explain a recent tweet that I posted about the misrepresentation error and how you can solve it yourself in your account. So let me show you the tweet that I made a few days ago, what you can see right here. The 4 ways to fix the Google Merchant Center misrepresentation suspension. So the good thing about the information what I'm going to explain right now is that once you fixed the solution right here and implemented all fixes on your website, the good thing is that it almost never come back, because the misrepresentation simply means there is something on your website or there is something not on your website, like required information that you need to know or let the potential visitors know, right? So here are the 4 fixes what I explained in the tweet as well, and I wanted to break it down in a video like this to dig more into the details so you can easily understand what could be the potential problem and the solution that you can implement from today, right? So first fix is the contact information. It's required to have your full address so potential customers on your website know exactly from who they are buying. So what means full address and company details? First of all, the company name, the website name, the full address and the number of the street, the zip code, the province and the country at least as well. And if you have an info email from the company, implement it there as well. And if you have a phone number, that would be amazing as well. So the more you have as ways of contacting and reaching out to you for the potential customers from your website, the better and the more trustworthy it is. Because for all fixes, like, one thing is central here, it's all about the trust and transparency from Google. Because for the Google Merchant Center, the policies, you need to explain exactly who you are and from who the potential customers are buying from, right? So that's why fix number 1 is really important. And I also highly suggest that you make a list of the contact information, put it in your footer and implement it on all legal pages and in your contact information. So literally in all pages on your website, your contact information is visible right there. So as soon as the Google Merchant Center reps are going to check your website after you submit a review, they immediately see all details about your company, and that of course builds trust. And that brings us to step number 2, the shipping information. So it's really important for potential visitors and buyers to show what kind of shipping information they're up to, right? So you need to show them what is the processing time of a shipping, what is the transit time of a shipping, how long does it take in total, what prices are there for the shipping cost, are there any return costs and stuff like that. So you need to explain exactly what kind of information there is for the shipping, and also need to mention the kind of postal service you use. So if you use UPS, FedEx or whatever, just name it on the shipping information page. And it's also good to mention the cutoff time. So from what limit amount of time people can order, for example, so that your fulfillment center is shipping the product the same day or the next day. So if you mention all these kind of things, you are really clear and visible with your shipping information, and therefore again you build trust. So step number 3 is the return information. The return information is of course super important if people buy online from you, right? So what you need to implement there is like how many days the people can return the package after it arrives in their house. You need to mention the country that this policy is valid for. So what I would like to mention as well in fix number 3 is that you need to have a separate policy for the refund and a separate policy for the return. So the more easy it is to find the necessary pages on their website, the more trust again you build for potential buyers from your website, right? And that brings us to fix number 4, the payment information. So it's crucial to have a separate page where you mention the payment information on your website, and there you need to mention all kind of details like what payment options do people have in the checkout, and this needs to be like synchronized with the checkout, right? So mention all payment methods you have available in the checkout in this policy page as well. Also mention if there are any extra fees, for example for credit card. If you don't have any, you can mention it there as well. So that's really important to mention for the transparency. Link it in all kind of footer pages. So and these basically are the 4 fixes I would recommend for today, fixing your Merchant Center misrepresentation. I've learned this the hard way and the long way. I hired many expensive experts, and in the end, after a few years, I analyzed what they did and most of the fixes they applied are in this video, right? So these 4 fixes are really crucial if you want to solve the Google Merchant Center misrepresentation error for your e-commerce website. I do hope you find this video valuable. I learned this kind of things the hard way, and now I'm making videos about it so you can solve it today for totally free with all the information I provide you here. Alright, I hope that this video was valuable for you and that you're able to fix the misrepresentation error today. And if you have any questions about the things I explained in this video, just drop a comment or send me a message on X, and I'm always happy to move the needle forward together with you. See you in the next video. Ciao!